guys, welcome to the Stealthy Crafter. I'm Jessica and today I will be doing a Wip Chat. If you're new here and you don't know what WIP stands for, it stands for Work in Progress, and what that means is that you can bring out your own whips, or you could do other things like just sit around on the couch doing absolutely nothing, or driving around or whatever you feel like while you listen to me ramble about what's been going on in my week. Hopefully you guys had a happy and safe happy holidays. The last 2 weeks has been pretty good. I actually took yesterday off. The kids went back to school yesterday, and I was going to do my Wip Chat yesterday, but I decided to just take a day off and kind of soak in, not that I don't love my kids, just kind of soak in, the quiet that I had. And after a while, it was kind of weird. I missed them a lot. Even though it's like, oh my goodness, guys, stop being so loud. It was so weird. Like, it's so quiet in the house again. Got a couple of kittens running around as always. Rigel's digging into things that he should not be, so you might hear him chastise him. But yeah, we are starting off the new year with an art by Julia. So let me just pull this out for you guys. So it's upside down. So we got Panda Cafe right here. And it is, let's see, it's a round. And it is 73.5 by 55.6 centimeters or 29 by 22 inches. I'm working on it on the side over here instead. But yeah, I got 2 rows into it. We got a little bit left over, so I might have to stop midway through the Wip Chat, depending on how much I do talk today, to measure out another section for us. But this has, let's see, 46 colors, and 3 of those are fairy dust and 2 ABs. So if you guys are always wondering like what's in the what type of tools and canvases and stuff that I use, I always put it down in the description below. It's just easier that way for me instead of going through maybe a spiel of every single thing. Now, if I do forget what I use, I try to update, but if I do forget and you're curious about a certain thing that I'm using, just let me know and I'll respond. But I have to say one thing about this cover minder. So this is my very first finish of 2026. Okay, this is from Diamond Delights, and it is such a cute cover minder, guys. I love it so much, and I could not stop myself at all. I opened up my package, and it was just right there. I opened it, and I'm like, I'm working on this right away. So I got it the same day. I worked on it the same day. I finished it the same day. I had less than 30 minutes of work. I single placed the whole thing with tweezers too, to just get it just right. And now I really want to get the flowers, because she has flowers there too. This is sold out. The ube donut is sold out, but everything else is still, well, I think one other flower might be still there, but I can't get it right now. But sometime I will get the others, because it's just so cute. I can't resist. But anyway, sorry. This one I definitely have to gush about it, because it's my very first finish. It's not like a finish, but it's still a finish. So anyway, let me get started here. So I've been really enjoying this canvas a lot. I thought that I just hated rounds, or at least starting to right at the end, and turns out I don't really hate rounds when they are a dream to work with, like these. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's like hard to explain, I guess, but it just feels better. They are like when I am multi-placing and stuff like that, I don't have to adjust as much. There's some adjustment, but not as bad. And I feel like my lines are straighter, like, and it looks like not exactly with a ruler, but I guess like feels like almost pretty darn close at times. But yeah, I've been working with a 5-placer, and even though I kind of took a break. Hi, Rigel. Oh, who's a cute little boy. Don't move the camera, please. Yeah, that's Sticky. He always seems so surprised when he gets his paws into the glue. So let's see. Oh, hi. Hi there. Oh, who's a cutie? He has been such an affectionate little boy today. Haven't you? Yes. We don't want to play with the drills. Don't. All right, let me put this over to the side. Maybe it'll be just a Rigel show today while we talk. So, let's see. What was I talking about before we were talking before you came into the play? Huh? What was it, little man? He's looking at me like, I don't know, Mom. Come here. Come here. Come here. So anyway, oh yeah, the drills. I've been really enjoying working on this canvas a lot, and I have been working with a 5-placer. I haven't really ditched my 4-placer completely. No, that's not a toy. I haven't ditched my 4-placer completely. But I have pushing things around, little man. But I have been working with the 5-placer strictly on this canvas, and I haven't started any of my older canvases yet. But I will. I do have a game plan that I will at least start it next month. It's just because with Art by Julia and things like that, and I actually did kit up an Alora Paltra mystery box. Mystery kit, I mean, and I kind of did that because it's just I really wanted to get started on some canvases that I haven't worked on from newer companies too. So I wanted to be able to do that while I focus, because this seemed like was going really fast, and I didn't want to start on flower delivery just yet after this, because it's going by fast. After this row, I have 5 more rows the way I have it sectioned out. So. Rigel, you kind of made things kind of go a little askew, didn't you? Let me just fix things a bit as you sniff everything. You want to sniff the putty? No, we don't eat it. So I had a very good Christmas with the kids and everything. It was tiring, but we got through it for sure. We got through everything. The kids enjoyed all their gifts that I got them. Wasn't as kind of big and crazy as it was last Christmas, but it was still a good Christmas overall, and the kids still got everything that they pretty much asked for. And it was so funny seeing how their reactions were with things and stuff. But unfortunately, I do have to return one of the gifts that I gotten. It was like a really cheap drone type thing for my son, so he could just kind of fly around, not like towards anyone's houses or anything. It doesn't really go very far, but just so that, he kept asking for a drone, and I wasn't going to drop a bunch of money on it, but I should have really opened it up and looked in it, because it didn't have the battery charger, it didn't have any of the batteries, it only had the drone itself, so, and the controller, but nothing to help with it, no blades or anything like that. So I was like, oh, so someone else had this box. Well then, so yeah, I'm just was a little salty about that, but I'm going to turn that in, and I don't know if I'm going to get him another one of those, but I might just go with one of the globe ones that I was kind of looking at, because we built a fart machine. So my son's in that, he's 10, he's in that phase of butts and, bodily humor and things like that. So I built a burp, and we built burp and fart machine because he likes building things. And I was trying to get something that wasn't always Lego, because he only likes Minecraft Lego, nothing else. He doesn't really like any of the other stuff. But so I was like, okay, this will surely get him entertained. It did. He worked on it quick. It was done. It's like, okay, well, we're done here. And now he's just been playing with it the whole time, just constantly pushing the buttons, and I regret buying the thing. But he enjoyed his books. He had his Dogman books, so he's been reading those over and over and over. And I have to go and start working with Jana on her stuff too. So Jana is, if you're new here, and I noticed I did get a huge surge of subscribers, so thank you very much. So, but yeah, so Jana is his twin sister. So, so they're the same age. They're both 10. They're going to be 11 in April. Holy cow. And we got a lot to do. We got a lot to prepare for. Oh man. So anyway, she got a sewing thing. She asked for a sewing machine. She wants to learn how to sew clothes. She loves anything that's rock related, geology. Hi Rigel, welcome back. Who's a good boy? Okay, walk away. I gotten like since she still had Barbies and stuff. Well, she had Barbies. She doesn't have as many. I bought this when she still had a bunch of Barbies, but then she did a purge of her room. But it was like basically how to make your own dresses and stuff for your dolls, like clothes and things like that. And I have a tiny little sewing machine for her to work on. I'm not going to let her use my actual sewing machine. I got like one of those kid-sized ones. Okay, yep, just go in your cat bed. Just lounge over there. We have like a cat bed on one of our dining room chairs, and we have that chair pushed up against the window so he can kind of just lays out and look outside. Both him and Nova love doing that, especially when the sun goes onto that side of the house. They love just to lounge right over there. But anyway, I'm a little distracted. I didn't write any notes, which is my bad. But that's okay. You just get rambles. You just get the true me of rambling everything that just pops in my mind. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to work with her on that part, but we got to make sure that since we're all, getting to the back of school mindset, we'll have to get settled in before we can start working on that. But she loves her other stuff. Both her and her older sister like to draw and stuff like that. So both of them got sketchbooks. I got Jana let's see, some crayons and things like that. Well, with Nicole, my oldest, she's going to be turning 14 this month, guys, later on this month. It's crazy. So we talked it over, and my husband and I, and she didn't really ask for a drawing tablet, but I was looking for stuff that she could attach to either her laptop or to her phone, and found one that would, work with both, especially since she likes really drawing on her phone and stuff like that. And I wanted to get her basically enough sets of skills and stuff like that. So we got her a small little drawing tablet. It wasn't like anything really expensive. It was cheap enough, and got her like one of those little hand gloves since she's left-handed. So I know she was going to touch the screen a lot. And then of course with her sketchbooks and stuff, we went a little bit different. She asked for alcohol ink markers. So luckily my friends in Discord, we have all people who talk about different types of crafts and stuff. So I just kind of looked in the coloring channel, because people always ask like what kind of markers and stuff to use. So I was just looking through people's recommendations from previous questions and stuff like that, and found a couple ones that I thought she would like. So I got her that. So she is on cloud nine. She was so happy, especially since her Nana bought her like a really big art set too as well. So she was downstairs with her drawing tablet for the first part of Christmas. But now we're back in our room like the recluse she is. So it only lasted a week. Oh well. I thought the drawing tablet might have got her to, spend a little extra more time with us. Maybe just a little extra time. But that's okay. She was happy. So we didn't have the aloof, oh, whatever. But it was like an actual thank you. It's like, yeah, we did good. And especially since I had a last minute stocking idea. So I was like, I always work on the stocking stuffers like last and stuff like that. Just so that way things are fresh and things like that. But her friends always draw on her. Like she's coming home with doodles and stuff all over her arms, and it's so hard to get that removed and stuff like that. I know my phrase is usually anyway sometimes, and now it's stuff like that is what I usually say a lot. Sorry. But I saw these like tattoo pens, so it's just like it literally is ink pens, but a little bit easier to wash away and things. So I got her like a nice big pack of tattoo type pens to so that if she's gonna have, she and her friends are gonna doodle and stuff, at least it's gonna be easier to wash off, because sometimes the next day it's still like stained on her skin and everything, and I'm like, no, here, we got different colors, so it's not always black and blue ink. So she really appreciates that. And then there was some stencils in case she really wanted to do that too. But I had a feeling she won't care much about the stencils. It was just the colors that that I thought she would appreciate more, and she did. She was really excited when she got that. I was like, yes, parenting win. And then of course, like with Jaina and stuff, like some of their things, like with for their stockings, I did nail polish. I bit the bullet and did nail polish for Jaina. And then with Michael, I gotten like so this boy, he loves to make up his own type of card games and things. And so I bought him like a blank set of, it was a big set. It was like over 700 pieces of these card blanks, just so that way he can do whatever he wants, like make whatever card game he wants, and he can just doodle to his heart's content. And because he's always making up some sort of games, and I never can understand the rules, but he enjoys it. So yeah, I think I did good for Christmas. It was a little bit more muted Christmas, but I did good. we had a good one. But yeah, we started off, so I know that I had not a whip and chat last week, but I did have like a crafting with the holidays thing. So I decided to skip a whip and chat and everything for that one. But I decided, like, cause it's kind of like a few weeks. So everything's going to be convoluted, and I'm probably going to skip back and forth. I don't know how long my whip and chat's going to be for today, just because I didn't write down notes, and I'm just trying to condense everything together. So we didn't do a lot of stuff on some days, and then sometimes other days we did a lot. But basically the holiday started off with a half day on Friday, and we made the kids go to school that Friday before Christmas. They were not having it, but we're like, nope, you gotta go. You have to go. And so they did. Let's see. Let me look at where the other drill is. Actually, here we go. Goodness. There's two drills that have an arrow. Here, let me close this again so you guys can see. And when it's on its side like this, it's kind of, I gotta just double check to make sure I'm picking the right one, especially since they're both light drills. So I gotta double check. So here we go. Let me put this back in this thing. All right, yeah, right. This is the right color drill. Okay. But yeah, so it started off with that, and we kind of chilled out for the most part. The weather has been nuts though, guys. It has been absolutely nuts. We had warm weather, and then it went to freezing weather, and then now we're back into warm weather again. But on top of that, because the temperature has spiked up, we're getting foggy weather. So one of the things, like from yesterday, it was foggy all the way until about 1 o'clock, I want to say, and then it was just cloudy for the rest of the day, and now it's like foggy again, but at least the sun has now peeked out of the clouds and things a little bit earlier. So thankfully that is the case, that it's a little bit earlier compared to yesterday, because I don't know if I can deal with all that gloomy weather. But yeah, it's just the weather has been nuts, and we're warming back up again. We're getting back into the 60s, and I think we're going to be in the 60s all this week until it crashes again. Carolina weather, guys! Yay! Woo! The only thing I'm not looking forward to is springtime when we have the pollinating. I don't want that sheen of yellow everywhere. Oh God, that's gonna be horrendous. The cats are probably gonna be like, what is going on? They were already what's going on with Christmas and things in cold weather. They were like, what is going on? We're not used to this cold weather. The poor dears, they were all tucked up. They were all tucked up and like cuddled up against each other. They don't normally do that nowadays. They don't cuddle with each other as much as they used to. And it was just like, oh, they're snuggling for warmth. But yeah, it's just that it was a cute thing, but at the same time, it's like, oh, there's that cold. We had space heaters on though, to try and keep everyone warm, for the most part. But yeah, we started off on Friday with a half day of school, so as much as it sucked, we made them go because I hate half days. I hate half days. And then we picked them all up and got them home and everything, and was like, celebrate your day of your first day of winter vacation. But man, they have been going ham on the candy though. We had to do a cutoff for like no more candy because they got so much candy from school. They got candy from their stockings. They got candy from a birthday party. We actually went to a birthday party this weekend as well. So it's just like constant candy. And then of course my husband and we bought candy as well to for New Year's, and so it's just like we got a lot of candy. Now we gotta get rid of, but not like eat out all at once. But we had a bunch of fun spending Christmas together. My husband did his lasagna, which was delicious. The kids and I made Christmas cookies, so we had fun working on that. My husband actually took a picture. I had everyone working together. Nicole actually came downstairs and spent some time with us while we all made cookies together. And we kind of chilled a lot. We played a lot of card games. I got an expansion pack to Exploding Kittens, actually. And so it's called Imploding Kittens. So we got an expansion pack to that, and the kids love that. They love that expansion pack. So we've been playing that a little bit more often, and we have a new game that we play called Sussed. And it's like a question type game, and it's just basically you guess what the person who's asking the question, what his answer would be. And it's kind of fun to see how everyone's answers, how everyone thinks what someone would answer. There's no like winner or loser, but it's just kind of a fun game, and you do it's just a round of 3 questions, and that's pretty much it. But it's fun. It really is fun. I have to buy more of the other ones, I think, next time for sure. But it was just nice to be able to hang out with everyone. But yeah, just doing that. Had had some interesting times with after Christmas and stuff. Like my husband had a procedure the day after Christmas, so I had to go and drive him home and everything. He's fine. It's nothing to be concerned about. It's just a little tiny thing. But yeah, he had to be put under anesthesia, so I had to drive us all the way home. I was a nervous wreck. And then the next day, after Christmas, so the day after Christmas, 2 days after Christmas. So husband had his thing on the day after, and then the day after that, I went to go and drive to my mother-in-law's because she was getting rid of her rocking chair, and I met the guy who was going to go and pick it up. It was like one of my husband's co-workers and everything, and since my husband just had his procedure done and he wasn't supposed to be doing any heavy lifting for a few weeks, I went up there to kind of supervise and to help. I was going to be helpful, but I didn't need to be there at all, it felt like, because the guy just picked it up with 2 of his hands and carried it out the door. I'm like, well, what was I here for? But the thing was, like, the traffic there to to my mother-in-law's was not fun at all. But the way back, after I got to a certain point, the way back was just smooth sailing. I was like, okay, this is good. This is good. So for anyone who's new here, I just got my license. I just got my license, so I am technically a new driver. I've been driving off and on for several years. It's just that I have anxiety and I have a whole spiel about what happened with why I didn't pass my tests and stuff like that. But anyway, the point is I have it now. So anyway, so it's just like it was nice to be able to do all that, but at the same time it's just like I don't want to drive in Christmas traffic. I don't want to drive on people when people are going home. Nope, I am not. I don't like it. I don't like people. I don't like driving. I don't like it. My husband just laughs because, you know, he thinks it's funny. Like, I never have really expressed the interest of like, oh, I want to be free and drive around. It's like, it's more like I just want to be able to take the kids so that way my husband doesn't do all the heavy lifting instead. It's never been more, oh, I want to be able to just drive whenever I want to. Nah. I'm happy staying home. I'm happy not driving. But I will do it. Since, especially now that I have my license, I will do it. So, but yeah, it's just like, it's not been busy, but it's just been kind of not fun for some of the days. And then like one day where we got kind of like a notice with Nicole. So like she's been dealing with some stuff. Some personal health issues, and you know, she hasn't gave me permission to explain what's going on to you guys. But all you need to know is she's fine. But her medicine isn't working at all. It's, you know, not helping her issues. So we had to go. We got scheduled in to get her seen, get her looked at, and everything. Luckily they were able to see us on the 31st. And so we got confirmation that, yeah, the medicine isn't working like we were hoping for, and we're going to have to switch different medications. So today's going to be her last day on this infusion instead. So yay. But now we're just going through it. So, but the good thing is she doesn't have to get infusions anymore. It's just going to be, it's more of a pill instead. So just got to go through insurance, working with that. That's going to be fun. No, it's not. But yeah, just she's, you know, just a normal teenage, some of the teenage stuff that she's been going through. But yeah, just like, I'm glad that we got that done before the end of the year. So now that stuff was kind of taken care of, like being seen by the doctor and everything. So I don't have to worry about that, since we kind of hit the max with our insurance. Yay. So insurance was taking care of everything last year at a certain point, because she was actually in the hospital like back in July and everything, so twice. But anyway, she's doing well, everything's fine. We're just now trying to prep for the upcoming month. I thought December was going to be busy. I was kind of wrong. January is going to be busy too, with her birthday coming up. And it's not just her birthday. She has a region band concert that she's prepping for. So that's coming up this month, that she has to go to an audition. The twins, we just got an invitation for an awards ceremony we need to go. And then, of course, with my oldest, like I said, she's going to be 14. She's an 8th grader in middle school, so she's going to be going into high school next year. We are going to be going dress shopping. So we are going to go dress shopping soon for her semi-formal. And we started looking at dresses the other day, and there was some where I'm like, heck no, you ain't wearing that. You're only 13, going to be 14. No 14-year-old is going to wear that. And thankfully she was like agreeable to it. She was like, yeah, but I just, that's the color I want, you know, that kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, we're getting there. We're narrowing down like things we want. But we found a dress at Dillard's. It's not available at any store. So I'm going to have to measure her and hopefully order the right size dress, and then see about getting it tailored for her. So we're gonna do that, and then after that, accessories. And I just like I have a memory. I have a very very like a visual memory of when the twins were one and we were going to build a bear workshop for their birthday gift. They both got let's see, a stuffy over at Build-A-Bear. Michael still carries his Lockie everywhere, so that's what he named the dog. The twins named it after the Wiggles. So unfortunately, Lockie and Emma are no longer together. But at the time they were. But yeah, it was just like, so yeah, so Michael has a dog named Lockie, and then Jaina has a bunny named Emma. And so we have those, and Michael is still very much attached to his Lockie. He still loves to have his stuffed animal with him. Like not like oh my gosh, he's an 11-year-old boy. He shouldn't be cuddling with animals, but he just prefers to have it with him in bed, and like that's not an issue. I have my stuffed animals still in bed with me. I still cuddle with my animals. So I'm just like, so he still prefers to have it around with him. He's not like oh my goodness, when he was a toddler though, that toy, like it was, I made the crucial mistake of not getting two when I realized how attached he was, because if Lockie was missing, he would go berserk. He would get so upset, and I was just like, dang it. And of course they don't have that specific stuffed dog anymore. It's been 10 years since then. It's almost 10 years, so they don't have that type of dog anymore. But now it's like, if he does lose it, yeah, he's going to be sad, but we're not going to go into hysterics. Thankfully. I think what also helped him was, like, a few years ago, he knew that I was very attached to my own stuffy. I had a bear named Fuzzy Wuzzy, and that bear was older than me. That was my mom's bear. She got from my dad, like, when they on their furry first date, and I don't mean to go into sad memories. Sorry, guys. But yeah, like, so my dad won this little stuffed bear for her, and so she loved it. And then when she had me, I got attached to the bear, and she let me have it. And then when she passed away, I gave the bear back to my dad because I felt like he needed to have something of, like, especially with their first date and everything, to kind of, remember them by, especially since that's, was my mom's bear first before me. So I think with Michael seeing me give up something that I was so desperately attached to has helped him a little bit not to be as attached to his stuffed animals. But I just told him that it is okay to be, to have something that, gives you a good memory and makes you feel safe and everything. But anyway, so kind of just been kind of reminiscing and stuff like this. But anyway, I remember when they were one, we were, getting them their stuffed animals at Build-A-Bear Workshop. And as we were exiting and we were walking towards like the food court area, we walked by this dress shop, and it was like prom season because, my babies are born in April, so it was like prom time, and of course the prom dresses are all out there and everything. And then I just looked at my husband and I'm like, in a few years we're going to be taking Nicole in here and getting her first dress for prom. And he teared up, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But it was just like, at the same time, it's just like, it was like kind of like, haha, your girl's gonna be growing up, but at the same time not like that. And now it's biting me in the butt because now it's not prom, it's semi-formal. I never thought about semi-formals or anything like that. But then I'm thinking back, in 8th grade I had, I guess, a semi-formal, but I just never dressed up that fancy. For my 8th grade semi-formal, I wore my my confirmation dress when I had my first not first communion, but confirmation dress when I went to when I and everything. So it was just like it's so funny because because it was just like it was a very simple dress. It was like a navy blue dress with flowers on it and everything. So it was just like, oh my gosh, it was like not as fancy as some of my other friends, that's for sure. But I never really thought about that until later on in life. I'm like, oh yeah, my friends were wearing something a little bit more fancier than me. But yeah, I just went, oh gosh, oh man, semi-formal. So yeah, she's all excited. She's talking about it. And then like bringing up the story that I've talked to, my husband about, like we told her the story, like of Daddy crying and how sweet it was. And now I'm crying because of like, oh my God, she's getting taught. This kid the other day, this is what I mean by jumping subjects. This kid the other day, as if you can't tell, I probably jumped subjects a few times already. I don't remember. She's standing next to me, and this is like goodness, when her friend was over. So we had like a birthday party. So Saturday we had a birthday party to go to, and I stayed home because she wanted to invite a friend, and I was okay with that. And so she comes over and she stands next to me and she goes, I'm almost tall as you. Now, I've been dealing with the fact that has been almost tall as me for a while now. But this was the first time where it's like, okay, when I look at her and truly look at her, because normally her eyes go right below my nose, normally. This time, I'm looking at her and her eyes are almost meeting mine. And I'm just like, wait a minute, this ain't right. This ain't right. So I was like, no, you get shorter now. you go, let's get a rock on your head and squish it down. Keep you little for a little bit, just a little bit longer. All right, I'm going to, let's see, I could probably cut this short instead. I don't know. Because I don't know how much more I can do with this. I'll have to think about it. But yeah, she was laughing maniacally because of that. And then I go back and think about when I did that to my mom, because my mom was really short. My mom was like 5'1" compared to me, like 5 foot. I think actually 5 foot. And I remember when I was about the twins' height age, when I was starting to tower a bit over my mom, and I would pat my mom on the head. And then I remember when I was also my oldest age, and we both had the same size shoe, and I would always wear my mom's shoe to go get mail, and my mom would get so mad at me for that. And I was just like, I'm just easy, your shoes are right there. And now my daughter can almost fit into my shoes. And she does the same thing. And now I get it. And there's times like this where I wish my mom was still around so I could just go and call her up and go, I get it, Mom. I get it. I understand. But yeah, I am going to pause this for a moment. I'm going to measure out the next row and figure out if I want to keep talking, if I have any more else to talk about for the week or not. But yeah, I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so that was pretty easy getting all of that measured out. So yeah, I was just was trying to think about some stuff, especially I don't want to end on I don't feel like it's bittersweet. There we go. I don't want to enter on a bittersweet moment. But yeah, so I'm kind of just going to circle around back to this canvas again. I just want to say how much this has been fun to work on. I kind of regret working on this canvas a little bit because I know that I have a round that I'm going to be working on next month, like the Serafina, and that's a 2021 round canvas, and it's not going to be as fun to work on as this one. Plus, this one's got a lot of color blocking, and I thought I was going to go insane with the color blocking. But I haven't, surprisingly. But yeah, I'm literally on the third row, and I've been so excited about the fact that This has been so easy to work with. But by the way, I don't know if you know that what I was working on over here was a panda. I was working on his arms and everything. So I was working on like one of the pandas that was in the back of the little kiosk area. And now we got like all these little packages and over here. But I get to work on the panda later on over here again. The other one that's working up front. I like it. I'm so excited. But yeah, just it was just some kind of that kind of stuff that I was thinking of and everything. But things are doing good here. I am hoping to move my my year in review very soon for you guys. I'm hoping to get this out not next week, this week. I'm going to have it out this week. So I was hoping to get it sooner, but I forgot I had, company coming over Sunday. And then I kind of took a break yesterday. And I needed to get my Wip Chat done today. So I already got everything pulled downstairs. So everything is downstairs, and I have started unrolling things. I'm trying to make sure I have everything in track. I even pulled down the boba kitty that I did for my daughter for her birthday in January last year. I got that off the wall, so it's like I have the frame like on the table just waiting for me. I don't know if I should do this in sections. I'll have it all together. Like, you already know that I usually kind of do one thing at a time and then cut and go to the next one kind of thing. But I mean like maybe like do it over a couple of days. I don't have anything big like what my friend Alyssa does. She had like 70, and I still need to watch that one. I've been trying to watch everyone's year in reviews, but I don't have the stamina nor the willpower to stay for a while trying to get through every canvas either. So that's going to be interesting. I know with one of them, because I already had to do it for my month review. So if you guys don't know, I mean, like you probably already know if you did watch the month review, and I've been working on this huge canvas, right? It's about 120 by 80 centimeters, and I've been working on it since March. Has it been since March? I think so. And well, not March, maybe May. It's one of the M months. I know it's one of the M months. So anyway, I've been working on it forever. And I finished it in the nick of time. My goal was to get it done before the new year, and I got it done before the new year. So now I just got to frame it. So my husband is so ecstatic that I got it done. That is like one of his favorite characters from Baldur's Gate. So I am glad that I was able to do that, and now we got to figure out how to frame it, because that thing is massive. It is so heavy. I had to like when I did my month in review, that was one of the ones that I had to just put on the floor. I was just like, and I think that now that we have wooden floors, and I keep hitting the camera. I'm so sorry. Now, and I have a different kind of filming setup that I can start putting some of those bigger canvases onto the ground instead, and record from there. It was so hard to make sure you guys didn't see my toes or anything, because I'm not showing you guys my feet. But I think Rigel had to come and make company. I don't know if he had to do that. I know he did when I took a picture of the canvas, but I think that maybe you got to see, yeah, he did make an appearance when I was trying to record for it. He was just like all upons. He was just like, I love you. I love this canvas. I love the pointer stick that you have. And it was funny. So yeah, I know that I'm going to have that back on the ground. I don't know if there's any other canvases that I will put on the ground besides that one. So maybe I'll save that one for last, even though it's second to last. I still think it's funny that wasn't, oh, I keep hitting the camera. I am so sorry. I still think that it was, that I was able to finish it. And it's been a habit of mine, I guess, to get things down to the wire, but not like that down to the wire. I mean, like, well, but I mean, like, worse than that. Because the year previous, I did a similar thing where I finished the kit, like, I think the day of New Year's Eve. And it was like, a few hours before the ball dropped. But I did it. But yeah, this time around, I kind of took it easy on New Year's Eve, and I didn't diamond paint at all because I finished the things that I needed done. It was so weird. I was just kitting up instead, kitting down. I finished kitting up on New Year's Day, so I got to start working on this like at the beginning, like at the part of the evening of New Year's Day instead. So it's just that's what I've been doing, just doing a few sections here and there, and that's why it's like I'm surprised about how fast this is going. But I am going to have my year in review later on this week. I don't know if it's going to be a Friday or a Saturday, but it is going to be one of those 2 days. It just depends on if I have to do this in multiple days or if I can do this all in one day. It definitely will not be today. I have to edit this video and get this hopefully put out today. If not, you'll be seeing this Wednesday, surprise! But I do have to pick up my daughter earlier, my oldest daughter up early today for her infusion and everything. So I have to pick her up before I pick up the twins, because usually it's the twins first. And then we get home, wait a bit, and then get her, unless, of course, she does her prep for her band, which is a whole nother time difference. But Today she gets to go first. And I'm pretty sure she's going to be begging me to go to, like, there's this boba place that has opened up. It used to be in a different location around us. I'm trying not to dox us. There used to be a boba place. I have never visited this boba place, but I've always wanted to go and try the boba place because we always see it every time we kind of venture outside our town and get to closer to the city and everything. And I was just like, oh yeah, we need to go and try that one day. And we never did. But they relocated to our little place. And it's like near one of the grocery stores that is here. So she found that out and she wants to go because she loves boba. And she loves boba a lot. So I've kind of been looking at it because it's just like, is this boba going to be as good as the boba store that I normally go to? And the other boba store that I normally go to is a little bit out of my ways. So it's not like anywhere close by. And I like the fact that they blend their ice instead. I guess it's a blended bubble tea, but they don't call it that over there. That's just their normal. That's just their normal bubble tea instead. But yeah, most places they just usually have ice. So, but I really do prefer it blended. I really do. It's so much better that way. But yeah, just I want to know if their taro is any good because the place I frequent to, whenever we are able to go get banh and stuff, I just love their taro. Their taro bubble tea is so good. I love it. So just time, I guess I'll just have to do this, but I'm pretty sure she's going to beg me to go today. I'm going to be like, no, we don't have the time. But she's going to beg me. Teenagers, right? But yeah, I will be, we'll have to do that. So I won't be able to do my my year in review. So I'm going to be planning to do that sometime this week. And I am going to do the treasure card, not scavenger, treasure card hunt for you guys. I'm planning on getting that released next week. I have a pile of boxes on my table upstairs, and I figure I'm going to just take a picture of it and use that as the thumbnail because it's crazy. No stash shaming though, no stash shaming. But yeah, it's time for me to go through that and figure out if I can get a custom diamond painting because I just found out. I'm pretty sure you guys have already found out too if you are in the Facebook VIP group if you for Diamond Art Club. But I've never known what I would actually do if I actually had like all the cards to get a custom diamond painting done because it's just like, well, I don't really have any yet. Well, they said as long as you have the artist's permission. So the artist's permission on a discontinue kit, and they are still licensed with Diamond Art Club, you can get it. So like there's better details on that, but basically there's a chance for Night Melody for Margaret Morales. And I'm not dropping $400 on Makari, is all I'm saying. I am not dropping $400 for a diamond painting on Makari. No, my max is, I'm not even going to tell you my max, because I'm pretty sure someone will be all like, oh, I know what her limit is. No. Anyway, so my my limit is a limit that I am not, I still wouldn't be happy with, but I would part with willingly to get some diamond paintings and everything. But yeah, Night Melody I really want. I got Luna Mothwitch already, which I really should have done an unboxing for, to be honest. But I did get Luna Mothwitch, and I'm so happy I got that one. But yeah, I like moths. I love moths. Moths are like one of my favorite creatures, bugs, whatever. And Night Melody, you know, she has moths with her, and I want that one so bad. So yeah, basically you have to get the artist's permission, and they have to still be licensed with Diamond Art Club. And since it's already rendered and stuff, just like it's basically like all those things, and then you can get your diamond painting. But yeah, I was just like, I think I need to do that video sooner than later, to open up all those boxes to get the treasure quest card, because I really need to see if I got any golds, because so far I've only have, I think, 3 silvers in total, when like the rest are bronze. I don't think I have any gold. I'm pretty sure I don't. So my luck hasn't been the best, but I never know what I do have until I open the rest of the boxes, to be honest. So those are some of my plans going forward on what videos I'm going to put out. But yeah, definitely the year in reviews coming out this week. I just don't know if it's going to be a Friday or a Saturday. So if you guys are waiting for that, it's definitely coming. I promise it's coming. I just got to figure out if I can do it all in one go or just break it up. But yeah, and then I will have the stash video coming up. I just don't know when that will be. I have the stuff downstairs, so it's easier to record down here, especially when the lighting is good. But if I can clear off that table upstairs, it might be just easier to do all the recording up there again. But we'll see. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for things to catch you up on. There wasn't a lot that we did during the 2 weeks. We mostly just chilled at home, except for some of the things that I kind of told you that was going on with us. But otherwise, we were just having fun. The cats had a good Christmas too. I didn't tell you what we did for the cats. We cut like dried little minnows for them. And it was so funny because I put it into their stockings and stuff, and they were just like they were so curious about what was happening and everything. And we pulled out the treats and stuff like that. Oh, okay, good. He's not awake. He didn't hear the word. We pulled out the you-know-whats and shook the bag, and oh man, that got their attention. He doesn't like the minnows, though. Nova does. Nova likes the dried minnows. He just likes the little crunchy bits instead, so... But that's okay. We're starting to learn their preferences. But I got these like little rainbow mouse toys because they both love mouse toys, and oh my goodness, he went berserk because these mousies had, instead of feathers, they had a really long tail, and he's just like playing with it, driving me insane during night, like because he'll have a round of sumis, and then he's flinging the mousie all over the place. We have multiple of them, but yeah, he's just flinging them all over, stuffing them underneath the couch, us having to dig it out. But they had a good Christmas. So they're getting collars though. I don't want them to be outdoor cats, but I got like little tags, air tags essentially, so that way I can track where they are. Because Rigel, he's, like I said, he's a troublemaker. And he keeps trying to escape into the garage, and now he's trying to escape through the front door. And I want to be able to know where his location is so we can get him back home if he ever does leave the house. I don't want that to happen. We're trying to be very vigilant about where he is at all times whenever we're opening those doors. But it's more of an I need reassurance. So we started doing that. So we're getting their collars on today. I got in the air tags and stuff like that. They got cute little collars too. I made sure to get them cute little ones. So hopefully they won't irritate them in their breakaway, just in case. I don't cherish the thought of not being able to see them, but I also don't want the thought of them getting hung up on something too. So, but yeah. And he's awake. He's just looking at me right now like, what are you talking about? You're talking about me. Yes, I am. I'm talking about you. He's such a troublemaker, but I love him. They have gotten so big too. Like I was looking at their pictures when we got them back in July, and they were so tiny. And now they're like this cat bed that he's laying on right now used to have both of them fit comfortably, and now he's taking up most of the cat bed. It's just like, oh my goodness, you guys have gotten so big and you're still considered kittens. They will be 1 year old in April. So yeah, like I said, April's going to be a busy month too. So we got a lot of birthdays coming up. We got a lot of birthdays coming up in January too. But I'm going to end it here and figure out how to get this editing done. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!